There's a village surrounded by endless golden wheat, but no one harvests it. No one will go near it after sundown. They call it the Field of Faces. On windy nights, the wheat doesn't sway left or right. It sways forward, like it's listening, leaning in to hear you breathe. Travelers claim they've seen shapes standing in the wheat. Thin, tall figures with heads too smooth, faces too flat, watching without eyes. But the horrifying part isn't what stands above the ground, it's what's buried beneath it. A young woman named Mara ignored the warnings. Her sister disappeared near the field, and locals refused to help search. They only repeated the rule: never answer your name after dark, not if the wheat is moving. Mara entered the field alone, moonlight painting every stalk silver, the air thick and wrong, silent, except for the wheat brushing against itself, like thousands of dry, whispering fingertips. Then she heard it. Her sister's voice, soft, cracked, begging. "Mara, please. I can't feel my face." Mara called back without thinking, and the moment her voice touched the air, the entire field stopped moving, then turned toward her, like one living entity. Shapes rose slowly from the soil, their heads smooth and featureless, except faint marks where eyes and mouths used to be. One stepped closer, pressing its head against hers, and she heard her sister's voice again. But now it was coming from inside the creature, muffled behind stolen skin. "It copies voices it swallows," Mara whispered, horrified. But another voice answered her, her own voice, spoken from a faceless creature behind her. Not copies, replacements. When Mara tried running, the field didn't chase her. It cut her off. Stalks twisted around her ankles, cold as bone, pulling her back step by step. The creature with her stolen voice tilted its faceless head, listening to a sound she couldn't hear. Then the wheat parted, revealing a circle of earth sunk and blackened, like the ground had burned from the inside out. The faceless figures stood around it in perfect silence, waiting. Mara screamed for her sister, and the nearest figure trembled, not violently, but like someone crying without a face. Something inside it pushed against the skin from underneath as if trying to look at her. The wheat whispered again, thousands of hushed voices overlapping. "Trade, trade, trade." The ground cracked open, revealing rows of faces, not bodies, just faces stretched tight across the dirt like masks waiting to be chosen, eyes stitched shut with roots. One mask looked just like her sister, mouth locked in a permanent silent scream. Mara knelt, sobbing. "So take me instead," she whispered. The field fell silent. The creature with her voice stepped forward and placed its hand over her face, its palm cold, hungry, desperate. And in one shattering moment, Mara's scream wasn't heard. It was carried, ripped from her lungs and sealed behind sewn lips on a mask she would never see again. But the story doesn't end there, because something new stood in the field that night. Same height as Mara, same shape, same voice. Except her voice sounded older, hollow, like it came from soil. And the first thing it whispered wasn't her name. It said yours. Because Mara isn't missing. She's recruiting.